Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurasso here. Come at you guys with another morning market watch for you guys today. Hopefully you're having a fantastic morning. Personally, I already want to go back to bed, but we've got buyouts to cover. We've got pre-sales. We've got cards you are not looking at, hat format near the end of this format. Our format video, and we got a lot more to cover than that. But before we do, I got an amazing giveaway for you guys. I will actually be giving away a That Grass Looks Greener for one of you guys here, and these are retailing about $32. All you have to do to enter is smash that like button, be subscribed, and let me know in the comment section below what cards you're looking for in Rage of the Abyss, or what cards I'm going over next market watch. Personally, I kind of want the Fiendsmith stuff just for collecting purposes. I think Lacrima is a really cool looking card, and I actually am interested in the insect support, which you guys are probably looking at me like, there's insect support in Rage of the Abyss? Yeah, that's okay. I understand why you think that. The giveaway is US, Canada only. More information in the pinned comment below. Check out our sponsors, buying cards on TCG Players. My link down in the description below. Helps out the channel so no additional costs you. Look at Whatnot. You guys got to get on Whatnot. If you use my link in the description below, you get $15 off for your next purchase. So you can get $15 worth of cards. And that's not just for Yu-Gi-Oh! But other cards as well. And if you play multiple card games, the deals Whatnot and the fun Whatnot could provide, you don't want to miss out. They do other stuff than card games as well. So you really got to check them out. I will be selling on there if my printer doesn't screw up here. By the way, I actually found one of these spares. I don't know how, but I was like, you know what? Giveaway time. So hopefully you guys enjoy the generous giveaway there. Totally awesome for our first card of the day. Now, I am surprised this did not get QC, seeing how this goes with Bahamut Shark, but this card is potentially going to be in Bonanza as a QC. I think a lot of players would look at this card and be like, hey, this is an amazing Bonanza card. And I would actually have to agree, since this card, it is budget, and then the reprints go up. We've seen it twice with the Ultra and the Rare. Right now, they're about $18 here, going up to $20 for your Secret Rare Totally Awesomes. The next page makes it go kind of crazy, but $20 here. I think this card will go up and up more as the Year of Water continues. I think this is one of the most broken rank 2s in the game, personally. Just as a card in general. Then we have Ronin Totem. Now, this is a card that is banned, but can easily go a 3, and nobody would bat an eye on this. Supers right now are about $5 here, going up to about $10 for just near mint light plays, and there's no placement on this front page. So someone who's either doing their ban list shopping, or 2 or 3 people watching this video, could possibly just clean out this front page. So, you know, doubling this card overnight does go to 11.17. Do I think that's worth it? I think that this card could easily sell for double digits by far. Remember, this card's also used for older formats, and that's the highest rarity of Ronin Totem. I have to admit that frogs in general are definitely a hidden high rarity that's always been a lot of money. I personally think frogs are underrated. I will always say that. I'll just preach on top of the mountaintops, all that. Now, a card that is coming back, most likely our next ban list, is Ultimate Offering. A lot of people don't keep up with Lost Arts nowadays, and I don't really blame them. But Lost Art Ultimate Offering here is $10 here, 11, mostly about 10s to 12s here. So not too bad here. You got a little 10% off if you get a playset, but I mean, they're all mostly $10 to $11, so you're really not saving anything. But this is just a very interesting card here. I personally have my one copy for a Lost Art. They're not on TCG Player yet, but when they are, they're probably going to be much more than this, at least for the initial 12 hours to a day. So just keep an eye out on that. Ultimate Offering DTs here are about $16, $17, $18 here. They did remaster this card. And release it, and then they're giving us a Lost Art. This card's just too slow for Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Which kind of sucks. I remember playing Madolche with this before it got banned, and man, oh man, was it fun. You have your Champion Pack 4 Supers here, which is a card that I really want. 135, 140. I went over this card, was about 100, and I actually said the same thing. It is a guilty pleasure card. And sometimes I get the cards I want that I know are going to probably just stick in a binder, and sometimes I don't. I got my Chaos Sorcerer though, so pretty happy about that. MULCHARMY here, or Flawless. This card's going to change the game by far. I know that a lot of people said that about the last one, but the fact that this card, special monsters from deck or extra deck, draw a card, I mean, there's really no playing around this. Card's pretty nuts. Right now, they're 150 here, and they were 170, and at 1.206, I don't like going over pre-sales often, but the Yu-Gi-Oh community has not lost its mind over a pre-sale since Bonfire, and I guess Bonfire was actually a lot worse. I definitely think that this card could possibly go down. I think we're probably going to get a set per case. I think this card's going to be 100 something by the time we get it. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't think it was going to be selling for 200, not 170 or 180. 150 is still a lot here, but I mean, they are selling at this price a lot. People want to be sure they're prepared. I think that at this point, I'd rather get a case to get my set at 150. You might as well, right? Get the QCs and all the other stuff that comes in this set with it. And then you got the QC, which is 500 and it is sold out. I think that people are buying the QC at 500 here. They're just rich people. I would not touch this with a 10-foot pole right now. With $1,500 for a set, you should just put that in the stock market. A lot of people watch me as the market watch guy, and I fully understand that, hey, there are cards that could go up. There are cards that could be always a lot of money here. Oh, there's never going to be another QC of this. But honestly, I just think that you'd be better off with $1,500 in the stock market, making yourself some money, setting up maybe an account for your kid so they have a college fund, which you can actually do that with $1,500 if you invest really early. And something like that. I don't know. I can't spend $1,500 on a playset in this game anymore for high rarity when it's like the modern, especially for modern. I just can't. Call by Grave here. These are 35, 38. These have had a huge dip going up to 40 here. This was about 50 bucks. Now they're about 30, about closer to 40. I'm not going to say 35, but there's one copy at 35. If you've been looking at this card, it's definitely a card that I would grab because it's always going to be cemented in Yu-Gi-Oh as one of the best one-ofs here in the game. I just like it a lot. It's for hand traps, which are always going to be played, and it can be served as an interruption. I definitely wish that when Flood came out, I realized how amazing this card was. I really, really do. But that's just my opinion. Arms of Gen X return 0 here. Secret rare. These are $2 today. Why are these $2? Are they for Gen X? Is it because you're releasing the Gen X deck profile, Thomas? First of all, I will be. I can't wait for that video to bomb. But hey, you know what? Those 200 people who watched the video within a day are going to get the sauce. But the reason people are actually buying this out is because it is an amazing level 10. It takes a Dark Tuner and a non-tuner monster. So just a Dark Tuner. That's pretty manageable for a level 10. It can be splashed. What this card essentially does is a quick effect. You banish a monster from your graveyard with the same attribute as one of the cards your monsters that your opponent activates. You negate the activation, destroy it. So it's once for each attribute, though. So your opponent activates a dark, you banish a dark, because you have a Dark Tuner in the grave, possibly. Let's say you have a fire monster. They activate a fire monster, bam. Banish from the grave, negate the activation. I know I'm going to say technically this could be 6 interruptions, but your opponent's not activating one of every attribute. But the fact that this could be realistically 2, negate and destroys, and it banishes, so, hey, I could get an effect off, possibly. Really, really cool. Something just to look at. Maybe it's the next Baron. Who knows? It is definitely reads as an amazing card, though. Chaos Angel from the tins today is $18. I gotta say, with this card going up in our next cards, let's see, what's that? Oh yeah, ulti here. But like this card and some other cards from the tin, these are just going up like crazy. I feel like we're gonna see tin buyouts once a week. And these tins aren't going to go down. If the singles keep going up, that's just not how it's going to work. If they do, and tins keep going down, I'm just going to tell you guys to go grab it. Ultis today, really quickly, are about $38, $40. I still think the ultis are pretty good to grab at this price. I actually talked about ultis as low as $33. I will believe in this card until it gets a QC. Can it get a QC? Possibly. Maybe that's the reason also why a lot of players are very hesitant. But if I'm going to spend, let's say, $20 on a Chaos Angel, I'd rather spend an extra 20 on an ulti, or like, let's say, you know, 15 for the secret that the mega pack was. I'd rather get the ulti when it was 33. When it was 33, that's just my opinion. But I wouldn't be shocked at a QC. Bonfire Prismatic Secrets are $25 here, going up to about 27. This card I told people about 15. I thought this and Xeno was one of the best cards to get in the set. I tried to have 5 cards to get from your trade binder for the 2 Dueling Tints anniversary, which actually that video bombed as well. But yeah, 20, they're now 27. If you got them at 15 and you watched that video, well, good job. I'm not gonna say you doubled your money, but you made it quite a bit more here. With all the decks that are still gonna be using this card's not gonna be cheap for a while. Then we have Quem here. Quem is $15 here. Am I surprised? No. This is a fantastic card, and I actually want to see what the OG is compared to this, because the OG went down to roughly 17, 18 when the Mega Tints dropped and we started, like, you know, actually releasing Quem mega packs into the wild. About 33. Okay, that's actually, well, no, you got one here for 15. You got to steal if you want it before it goes to 35. That's not bad. It's funny, I actually have a friend who's still borrowing my OG Quems because I want to help him out. So Joseph, if you're watching this, I'm gonna need my Quems back, buddy. Kashtira Theosis here. These are 6. I talked about this card a while. Kashtira is still able to top 32. It is still an amazing deck to play. This deck, as long as we have Shifter, there's no way this deck is not meta relevant. I will keep telling you that. Shifter will win games, but also unicorning combo pieces cost will also win games. I actually think this deck is busted. Fenrir QC, by the way, most likely Bonanza. Rise Heart here, about $5 here. Same thing I said about this card. The cash cards are going to slowly go up. Blaze, the Supreme here, these are 50, going up to about 60, 70, just going to insane prices here. I want to go over this card again just because. Also, shout outs to, I think, Young Colbart. He won the Blaster. I actually announced on my community tab. That is where the giveaways are now, so always be prepped for that. But yeah, this card will probably even go higher once we get the Dragon Rulers QC as well. So keep an eye on that. People are actually probably going to buy out the normal secret, which was $5 the last time I saw it. Is currently what, $5 still? $6 basically. Going up to 7. Okay, so card is slowly going up here. All right. Blue Eyes White Dragon QC. Now, I am really happy because I was able to get a misprint no-name of this card. Now, it is unfortunately stamped. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It is stamped, but barely. It's very hard to see. But with QC blinding you, and I mean it, right? You can get like a wrong ray of your light here and then just see dark out of your eye for like 20 seconds with these QCs. I am very happy I got a misprint of this card and the Light and Darkness Dragon. If you guys want to see it, there might be pictures up here in the video of me trying to kind of show them out here, or they're in my Discord because we have a whole misprint section, and it's pretty awesome. So go check it out. It also doesn't really age because you could just scroll up and see awesome misprints. $30 for your Blue Eyes QCs. I can see these going up slowly over time. $30 right now. The fact that we have cards I can pay for the tin though is pretty nice. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Indigestion. Dark Magician Girl QC here. $17. Can this card go up? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that maybe Konami's going to give us the QCs of this card as alt art and maybe Bonanza or something else. It is absolutely possible. But the fact that collectors are going to want all the artworks doesn't really hurt this card too much in the long run. Just the short term, I will say if they ever do really give us QC Dark Magician Girl again, where it's like a different artwork, like, you know, the one we got in these tins or something like that, card will definitely go down, and that's a good time to get it, but it'll go back up. So Unfortunately, I didn't get a misprint of this, but I'm very happy I got a misprint of this. Boo Jingy Hair here. These are $5-6 here, going up to, well, okay, it's basically gone. That's what it is. $6 here. Pat is a very popular format, and Bujin's going up because of it. You've got your Harumes going up to $8-9. And there's not many listings, and the first one's damaged. You've got Yamato ulti here. Ulti Yamatos are $48, $50, $55 for your ulti Yamatos. And to be perfectly honest with you here, I could see them going up even higher. If I had to say, I can see them hitting $100. Believe it or not, this card did get bought out to close to 200 something one time, like a year and a half ago. And I said, wow, what crack are they smoking? And yeah, I guess that was a preface of what's to come here. $50 here. Bujin Kagasuchi here. Might as well go over this card as well. 15 bucks here, but this card's also a mill card, so it will go up for other reasons. What are first eds here? I did talk about unlimiteds at like $5-6. So if you didn't get them, good job. First eds do go up to about 25 here. 32. Not too bad. And then Bujin Turtles are... Let's clear the filters here. Okay. I would like to see how much Bujin is today. Okay, cool. Mods are 3s. You got Nirmet for 4. Playset for 4. Then, yeah, that's it. You really only have 4 non-mod play copies before it goes up. So if you want playset 12 before your basically goes up to something absolutely insane, go for it. Bujin Susawano ultis. You got bad copies here for cheaper. 22 for your first ed. 28. Card's insane. Man, you do also have the... I forgot what they called it. I actually have to look here. Yeah, they call it a secret rare. I think a lot of people are just going to call this the first platinum of its time, because it literally just looks like the first platinum. These are like cents because we literally got these in the tins as guaranteed promos. So this card will probably never be worth much, but they're littered out there like wildfire. I mean, if you want to grab a ton of these just to have them, I mean, you have 13 at 25 cents. That's pretty cool. Mimigal Dungeon here. We've got the Mimigal support. It actually is really good. With how much support they were going to get, I knew they were going to be good, especially because the deck before Wave 1 was, well, the deck post Wave 1, aka just Infinite Forbidden, was great. It was especially good with Kashtira, and you could splash it. Very good deck that actually gave full powered Snake Eyes before the ban list a run for its money, which got a lot of eyes on it. Now, I will say something very quickly about these TCG exclusives. I think we're at the point where Konami does not know how to give them good support. Usually we get a good Wave 1 and a very bad Wave 2. Mimigold did not have a bad Wave 2, but I think that's just because they constantly are used to their TCG exclusives falling off, and they actually want to make the second wave of support better, but not too amazing. There's also the fact that when OCG gets this, they might give them good support. That happened with Spiral as well. We got Master Plan, and we might actually get that with Tistana. But that's just something to look over, to be prepared for with these TCG exclusives. Now, dungeons are about $16 here. Yeah, just $16. This card is quite a bit of money here. You got the QCs at 55, 60, 65 here. So the QCs were about 40s. They did get bought out, and now they're up to 60. I think 60 is not bad for this QC. I think it's a very fair price. Mimigal Master Ultras, these are $4 now. I told people to get this at $1. If you didn't get them at $1, you're shit out of luck. QCs here are about 50. Not bad. Not bad for this card. 55. Now, I know, and I don't want to tell you guys, while Dungeon is still a 3 of, I don't know what they're playing Master at anymore. Because I know this card's good, but with the amount of names that came out, I think they may be only playing 2 of this. You guys are going to have to tell to people like the Mimigold Discord. Or if someone could let me know in the comment section below, that'd be great. I'm not always an expert on these newer decks I cover, especially with the new wave of support. I don't know what gets cut, what doesn't get cut, and all that. Sylvan Hermitry here. Now, Sylvans have been getting some buyouts. 10, 11 for this. First heads are 15. I actually picked up another Sylvan core, which is really funny. These are, okay, it's so funny seeing these like 10 cent, 12 cent. These aren't really bought out, but they're going up to 7 here. Princess Sprouts are 3 to 4. And then you have Oreo. First Ed Secrets. What are they here? Now, I want everyone to remember, Soul Charge is in this game, or in this format. 2, 5, 6, 8. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys here, even though they literally have a Medallic Queen Tiramisu, they, believe it or not, don't go into this card as much as you think they do, which is kind of funny to me. But, hey, if Konami wants to throw some hat format related reprints, that'd be great. I think it'll help them sell sets. But yeah, the card is getting slowly bought out. You do have mega packs of a lot of these, by the way, but sometimes they're not that much better. But for this card, you know, dollars here. So this card is very accessible here. With that being said, leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. You know, join the giveaway, essentially, right? It's a free giveaway to join. $30 for grass looks greener, aka that ass looks fatter. You might as well join here. Before I end off this market watch, I do want to say, hey, I appreciate you guys a lot. You know, we hit 5,000 subs recently, and honestly, a lot of people like to have goals past that. I really don't. I'm not going to say, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, my goal is 77,000, 7,500. To be honest with you here, if anything, I think my goal is just, I want to make more good content for the people I have. I want to upgrade my quality. I want to just be better. I want to get better. And I want to stay on the map a little bit as well, because market watches have been suffering all over, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you I don't feel discouraged. I do. I feel discouraged at times. But, you know, that's life. You're going to feel discouraged for months, years. And that's not just for like YouTube, right? That's for a lot of things you do. Sometimes you're just stuck in a rut and there's things you want to do, but because of the expectations that you have for yourself, the expectations others have for you, and just your overall adult responsibilities, you just don't really get to do the things you want to. You don't get to improve in the ways you do. But just remember that it's not ever really too late to start trying. Sometimes, unfortunately, you're going to have to sacrifice part of your life in order to do what is in front of you and what's around you. But you're going to have to keep persevering and eventually try to get back on your high horse. But some people just won't be able to, and some will. Hopefully, the people watching this Marco Watch, they will. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.